Hello again, friends. Today I would like to talk about an interesting topic, which is modern life and why it's so easy, and also why it's so disgraceful. I'm gonna be honest here. I have a confession to make. I've never learned how to spell the word restaurant. Nope. I've even worked in a restaurant before. I still don't know how to spell the word restaurant. Every time I type it in and I let Google spell checker take the wheel, I let Google spell checker do it for me. And it just dawned on me how convenient modern life is, where it's more efficient for a human being to let the Google spell checker or whatever search engine you want to use fix the fact that you don't know how to spell this word than it is to actually learn how to spell this word. I haven't learned my entire life, apparently. And I was sitting there like, I've never known how to spell this word. And I never needed to. And then you wonder why Zoomers can't read a clock, can't write in cursive. And maybe these things should go away, right? Maybe they're pointless to begin with, but it just dawned on me how coddled modern life is, that I can go through 35 years of existing on this planet, have eaten at restaurants before, like countless times probably. I don't even know what the total amount of it is. Still can't spell the word. I can't spell it right now. If I tried to, I would spell rest your rant, and that's or rest your ant, and that's not correct, I don't think. And I continue to do this even in modern day. It's it's lovely, but it's also just factually incorrect. And I don't know if anyone else has these things where they've just overcome with how easy it is to exist in the world today. How, child safe and kid proof the entire universe is, to where you can exist and you can not know how to spell the word restaurant. I can say it, and I can communicate my thoughts about it and any particular restaurant, but, I'm at the point now where I can exist in a society and the computer is going to do things for me. Oh, a genie. And things are going to get once AI comes out, things are going to get even more, casual friendly, right? They're going to get even more to the point where it's going to do everything for you. And how long before you don't even really need to write or spell words anymore, or anything like do math or complicate or understand the world on a level beyond just the most basic and cursory, right? How long before human beings are literally, I want banana, click banana button with banana icon to receive banana? It's pretty crazy to think about how dumb society is going to get, and how the bar of entry to everything is just dropping to the point where it's almost ridiculous. Like even just programming in modern era, like with all the special utilities you have and all the potentials you have. This is a bop, by the way, and a half. Wow. I should have been listening to this the whole time. I'm digging it. Dude, this is actually a song. Alright, anyways, but on to modernity. So, if we exist in a time and a place where you don't even really need to be able to communicate your desires, the computer can just guess at your desires based on some vague input, where does that leave the average human being, right? Where are we going with this, where at the end of the day we're probably going to de-evolve into some sort of, primeval just blob of almost like disgusting in a way, like mystery meat type mongoloids that can hardly exist in a society. Like, I didn't realize that I am in fact this mystery meat mongoloid, like not just a Jewish golem, but an actual subhuman. Like, I can't believe that I never noticed before that I don't know how to spell this word. And it's just such a revelation to me, and it's such an interesting quandary when you imagine that, out of the entire world and out of all of the convenience we have, and, having the entire information accessible to us, this is what we do with it. We click on rock, we get a little bit of experience, and we have these moments where we don't really understand ourselves and how silly we can be until we get there. And I'm still, it's become a point now where I'm not going to learn how to spell this word. And you can't change it. but I'm still going to think about it, and it's going to bug me that I don't know how to spell it. And it's going to be even more humiliating that I rely on the computer to spell it for me. And I continue to do this, even though I know it's beyond silly to, but I have the option to, so there's no reason for me to learn how to spell it. And as humanity evolves, there's going to be less of a reason for us to learn how to read a clock, how to do cursive, how to do basic tasks even. We're not far off of having computer assistants and probably robot housekeepers and all of this, where human beings might lose the ability to learn how to do dishes. It's dawned on me now that we're going to lose the ability to know how to do the dishes or know how to make bread, or, just think about it. We've lost the ability to go to the moon. We actually unironically lost it. We've forgotten the lore and the knowledge of it. And so much of what we've accomplished, we're just forgetting because it's not useful to us anymore. And it's going to come back and bite us if there's ever a total collapse or a total technological death. TT, okay, I won't say it, but TND, TTD, you get the picture. Total tech death will go instead of what it actually means. If you know, you know. If you don't, God bless you. But yeah, you as a person, think about the things you do. Have these illogical things where you just rely on the computer to do it for you, when you really shouldn't. There's no justification for that as a grown adult. It's an obvious area to improve upon, and yet you don't make it just because I can let the fucking zeros and ones do it for me instead. The freaking, I should say. Oh, wait. Collect. I still haven't upgraded this yet. Soon I will have enough golden nuggies. Soon I will have all the chicken nuggies to upgrade it, but yeah. And I wonder, when I think about the future and where this heads, you've all seen the phone games, I assume, right? So you've all seen that, going forwards in time, you have these auto battlers and these phone games where you don't actually even play the game really, you just sort of watch the game like a movie, and that's goes back to the previous Skitzo Rant I had about, how modern video games are more like a movie than an actual video game. At some point in the future, it might be, especially because Zoomers these days, right, they would rather watch a video game than play it. And I don't blame them, because video games are trash. That's why that's happening. It's not because, it's interesting or something than that. No, it's modern video games are trash and they're not really worth playing, but, if I'm bored or whatever, I can watch a YouTube video about it at some point. That'll be the solution. This is a bop. I'm getting lost in the bop, but yeah. And going forward, it really boggles the mind. Is the next big thing about video games going to be video games where you don't even play the game, where it's something you watch or something you auto battle through, and you just collect the dopamine? It's like RuneScape, except it's cookie clicker, where I just leave it on, and then over time, after I watch it enough, it accrues my max cape for me. And it accrues 99 Slayer and all of these benefits for me. Is that where we're heading as far as the society goes? Is it going to devolve into the point where, spelling restaurant is the least of our concerns, and it's more about, manually breathing? And it's just, are we only going to be able to handle the things our bodies naturally do, and the computer will do for us? At that point, we might as well be Matrix drones. And maybe that's the goal of the WEF, is to get everyone to be so, equally dumb and equally helpless that they're dependent completely upon all of this. And, maybe I shouldn't talk about that, conspiracy theory nonsense, but it's so exciting, too. And so, I wonder if video games might even be the main proponent of the WEF. I wonder if they're intentionally dumbing them down so that the population of people that once, problem solved and, what video games are about, problem solving, thinking, using your noggin, and then combining that with, minimal hand-eye coordination and reflexes to become this sort of, human computer that's able to process information and solve these complicated tasks. And, oh, my herbs are done. I'm gonna wait a couple more minutes just because if I do, then I won't have them disjointed, because sometimes when you're doing this, your herbs will get disjointed, and they're going to be like 5 minutes apart, and I also don't have a teleport to Ardoin, and I'm not like spellbook swapping and going back. That's just a hassle in my house. So actually, yeah, screw the herb run. I don't have enough herbs anyways right now. I need to go thieve, but I've been on that CD grind, and I just haven't gotten around to it. But this has gone on long enough, honestly, this Skitzo garbage. But yeah, so examine your life and examine the things that you do and you should be doing, but you don't do for some crazed reason, and I don't understand why. Like, when you can let the computer do it for you. Like, you still should at least make an attempt to, and I'm disappointed in myself, and I just thought I would share that with you, so you can be disappointed in me too. You have a good day.